Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Sunday and I hope you're all having a great weekend. Well, today, as you can see, we're working on the little rabbit in the library. I got this a week ago or so from GBFkE, and today we're going to be working on the pink pajamas, and the color is 3778, and it's more of a peach tone. So yeah, I thought, why not? And I couldn't find an appropriate, needle minder, so there's what we're using. I put that clip there to hold it just so that I could hang on to it. Let me pull you out. Jeez, Dad. Okay, there you go. So yeah, how is everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. And I do have this upside down as par, but I have to do something to get towards the middle of this. So yeah, thought I'd already started on these pink pajamas, so we might as well move on with it. Couldn't figure it out why it was not in browns, but then I looked at the picture again and they're wearing pajamas. So I'm assuming it's a little girl because the pajamas are kind of a pinkish orange, but you know, hey, I could be wrong. What do I know? So yesterday, let's see, what did I do yesterday? I worked on Watertown Memory. I was putting in the 3371, that dark brown, trying to get the framework in there, so I'll continue on that today. But I also worked on the little girl rabbit pillow thing. Yeah, might as well stitch some more of that. And yeah, that was about the extent of it. I haven't done an extensive amount of stitching this past week. Not sure why, but just picking things up and working for 2 or 3 hours on it and going on to something else. But so we'll see. Supposed to get some snow, but you know, who knows how that's going to work out. It looks like it might be more rain than snow. So we'll just have to see how that all turns out in the wash. It's supposed to be a little bit cooler today, although I wasn't out but briefly to go check the mail. That was about all I did. Didn't go anywhere. Cat's upset because she didn't get her tuna and salmon. I was supposed to go to the grocery store yesterday, but yeah, that didn't happen. Just didn't feel like putting up with a crowd. Watch some YouTube, watch some Netflix. And I bought chicken tenders at the grocery store. They were already cooked, you know, from the deli. I gotta flip this sideways. And I had them and some applesauce for dinner. Had leftover pizza for lunch. Get that part done. Then we can carry on the way we were. Maybe. So yeah, not a big day yesterday. I don't expect a big day today. Kind of like to sit in my rocking chair again. That was kind of nice. Sat there yesterday and drank a cup of Darjeeling tea. or Darjeeling tea. I don't know how you say it. I don't know whether these long or short. I'm not sure. Not watching anything too fantastic on Netflix. I finally got through what is it? Outlander. Oh, earlier this past week. So I've just been drifting again. Just watching like series things so that I can sit there and stitch. When I was in my rocking chair stitching, I was listening to music. Then I realized that my phone was about to go dead, because I set it right there, and music's right there, so, from YouTube. So I had to switch horses. Not real sure how to hold this. It's the trouble with stitching in the middle. So not a great amount of progress, just some here, some there. I do like stitching on this one though. It's so nice. So very nice. I'm glad I got this kit. And things are coming together. I mean, you can see his face right there, so they're actually looking like what they should look like. I just don't want to have to work on the books. That just doesn't sound like fun. Was going to start today on the that circle thing that they're sitting in. But no, we had this going, so why not, right? It's got beautiful colors in it. So what is everybody else working on? Hope you're working on something fun, something exciting. Comment below. I'd like to hear from each and every one of you. Even if it's just to say, hi, I'm here. You know, it sure helps. I wish I was a great talker and could think of great questions to ask everybody, but I'm just so not that person. I don't think of things until afterwards. So. The reason I'm starting this high up here is because that's where I was at. I was coming down from working on the head, and somehow it was easier. So when I restart the thread, I'll start down here, I guess. I don't know what that other color is that's in here. I can't tell. There's 3 or 4 symbols, so I can't figure out which one. Son of a gun. Okay, I'm going to flip the whole thing upside down because whatever I'm doing feels like I'm doing it backwards. There we go. You know, it's that right hand, left hand thing. But I about got the girl bunny. Excuse me. That came on all of a sudden. About got the bunny part of it done. I still have to finish her shoes. I got her face almost done. I thought if I was to finish that, I'd put that little pillow in this bag that I got from someone that sent, like, the spare stuff. I'm not sure. Was it 121 Stitch, maybe? It was gorgeous, so I thought she would like that, my granddaughter. I think I've kind of talked myself out of doing the back and just making it into a pillow like I thought I would. This is not going where I want it to. Such a cool looking orange. It's more of a, I don't know, like a melon color or maybe a medium salmon. Yeah. Beautiful colors. The rabbits look so real. Oh, speaking of rabbits, I found a Peter Rabbit when I was going through things. I went through like crates and my trunk and all kinds of crap looking for Kiss the Snowman. I found it. Yay. And I found that nativity one that I was talking about. That's, what did I say, 50 by 60 maybe, or 60 by 60? I can't remember. I didn't look, but I put it where I know where it's at. So we're going to stitch on those puppies. In some days in December. Yeah, it took a lot of here, there, and everywhere looking, but I found them. I was not stopping until I did. And then another thing I was in the hunt for, I had I guess it's a storage thing. And you could probably put, you remember the Pendaflex files? You could probably put one in there. Like standing up, maybe 8 or 10 of them into this thing. Because it's that deep. But I have all my beading stuff, you know, back when I thought that I wanted to do beads, because I went out and spent a fortune on beads and all kinds of stuff, and yeah, we don't do that anymore. But I needed it for my slow stitching stuff. I was looking for seed beads, actually, and I had that. I don't know what I did with it. Here we go, beads again. You know, one of those things that I put the diamonds for diamond painting in. You know, it's got the 28 little things and it's got 4 in a row. You can take them out of the little book thing that closes shut to keep them all in there. Well, I had one of those full of, they weren't glass, check glass beads, the Precocia beads, but they were just the crystal beads. And all I could find were those ones that we used back in the day when we were making bracelets and necklaces. And yeah, that's been a hot moment, you know, the 70s. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've had seed beads, but yeah, it's been a moment. But yeah, I can't find that whole case of those beads, so they're tucked away somewhere. So, not a clue. But I did find some other ones because I picked up a thing. It's about the size of I want to say a bread box. It's about the size of a loaf of bread. And it snaps shut. But somebody had it, and they had all different kinds of beads in it. Again. But, you know, it was their stuff, not stuff that I had bought. But I bought the whole little container from somewhere. I don't know if it was a yard sale or whatever. But it had a whole bunch of all different kinds of beads in it. So, found that. Used some of them. After I straightened it all out and cleaned it out, put it in new plastic, like bags, because that looked like it had seen better days. And then after I got it cleaned and dried, I reorganized the whole thing. So now I know where all that's at. I'm telling you. Some days I have to find things that I didn't even know I still had or had at all. But I still keep going to the thrift store and picking up stuff here and there. One time I got one of those cookie cans full of, what was there in there? Like Alls, AWLS. I don't know what they were using them for. And different sized scissors, you know, from little to whatever would fit in the can, you know, so 5-6-inch scissors. It was bizarre. And a bunch of other miscellaneous crap. I don't know what happened to that can. It's here somewhere, floating around. Like I told my daughter, I want to put everything out on the lawn. This wouldn't be the time of year to do that. Put everything out on the lawn and put everything back where it actually belongs. And together, you know, I might actually find a whole bunch of crap. So, yeah. Fun times. So did anybody get to go anywhere this weekend? I'm just bent that I didn't get to go with my daughter. Now she was sick, then I was sick the week before. It's like, okay. Just give it up until the beginning of the year. We might be able to go somewhere. Because it never snows as much as we think it's going to snow in like January and February. It waits till March to dump snow here around here. And then other times it'll snow all the way from Thanksgiving all the way through. Yeah. So you just don't know. But we can at least somehow get to, what do you call it, Walmart. And that also constitutes the fact we get to stop at the thrift store down there. There's a couple of them we like to go to down there. And then we'll come back up here and go to our thrift store. So, yeah. Fun times. See, now it's too long. It keeps sticking. Oh, well. It'll be fine. Maybe I'll work on this today and try to get all this yellow. It's like a pale, compared to other yellows in this, yellow symbol. And it's just kind of here, there, and everywhere. I'll have to go back because I've missed some over here, but I'm trying to go in one direction. I don't want to have to back up. Because you know I can't stitch from left to right. I have to stitch from right to left. I know it doesn't make sense in my brain even after I say that out loud. It's just my hand will not bend in that general direction. So. But this is the only place where that pale yellow is. So if I can finish this this symbol, then it'll be one knocked out of the ballpark for a while. Anybody gonna go to the Black Friday sales? I know it's not someplace my daughter and I go, unless she absolutely gets hipped up about it. I doubt it. She'll be recovering from Thanksgiving, so yeah. We don't. She where did they go? They went somewhere, and she got a Nintendo 64. I can't remember if she ordered it new online or not. She was just so thrilled. She gets that thing home, and she needed to have some cords because they've upped TV, shall we say, or the TV's out there, so she had to have some kind of connection cord. So they ordered it, and it was going to take 2 weeks, so she was a little disappointed she didn't get to play her favorite Zelda games. Kids were big on Zelda and Donkey Kong back in the day, and they still play them, so I don't know, it was never a waste of money for the Nintendos. They absolutely loved those things. And they still play on, we'll call it the Nintendo systems. Some of them have PlayStations and Switches now and Xbox and, oh geez, they got lots of stuff. Because now they can buy their own crap, see? They finally figured that out. And if they wanted it, they could buy it themselves, see? Back in the day, it was like, okay, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or Nintendo. Yeah, that's how that used to go. Some days, I don't know how I lived this long. I really, really don't. Do you have those days? Just asking for a friend. For all the stuff that we lived through. All right, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to get this. Come here. It's got a little tiny magnet on it. You got to get a hold of it. Oh, I moved this whole arm yesterday, and all the magnets that are up on top went flying, so I had to recover all of them. So, yeah. So, you see, the pajamas, I don't know, can you see that yellow? It's awfully pale. I'll hold it still. So it runs all the way down here, and then there's another color, and a part of it has their paws down in here. That's why you see that color right there. That's part of their fur sticking out. So, yeah. Love this. Just love it. It's so cute. I mean, if I could just do this part right here, I would be so thrilled. Not real hepped up on that library. I don't know. Just, Yep, but I do like this centerpiece. Ugh, it's just gorgeous. Alright, guys. Thanks for putting up with all my blathering today. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.